YouTube land. It's the 14th of December. I didn't vlog in the end yesterday. I did a little bit of recording. Apologies if you can hear the washing machine and dishwasher going in the background, but it is nap time and I'm trying to stay on top of things so I don't have loads to do tonight. So yeah, sorry, not sorry. Just try and ignore it if you can. Yeah, I didn't vlog in the end yesterday. I was just tired. Alan's obviously not very well at all with COVID, and it was my first day back at work. I took a little bit of footage in the morning, which I've probably put in the beginning here because I didn't really record this morning either. And after I edited the vlog, which for some peculiar reason, I'm just ahead at the moment, let me sort this out, which for some peculiar reason decided to export just 5 minutes at first, so then I had to scramble to delete it and re-export it. I don't know how I managed to do it. That I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like recording or vlogging. I just lay in bed and scroll on my phone. I was having a bit of a low day, I guess. The day itself was fine, you know. I got to work on time, which was good. I do find the school traffic a bit of a nightmare to push through, but who doesn't? And yeah, work was great. It was really quiet. I was really struggling. I don't think the late night the night before helped, but physically I was exhausted. I think it's the after effects of having had COVID. But we were doing hampers. The 7 Dials where I work does Christmas hampers, and they're all entirely homemade. So homemade jams, homemade chutneys, homemade fudge, homemade chocolate. I took some pictures, but I can't put them online yet because the contents are a secret. So obviously I've told you a little bit in the general categories: jams, chutneys, fudge, chocolate, but not told you anything about what makes them special, what flavours they are, or anything like that. So I was busy guillotining information cards and tying twine through tags and just, you know, being involved in the Christmas fun. So yeah, work was fine. I just didn't feel like it, guys. I'm sorry. But you had a video yesterday anyway, and I think we're getting to that point in the year in Vlogmas where people start to drop off or feel that they're falling behind. So maybe having one fewer episode is not a bad thing. But yeah. Anyway, feeling a little bit better today. I'm opening the second of my Advent balls from Emma. And that's actually what I want to talk to you about today, so I need your help. Okay, number 14, here we go. I look really washed out as the afternoon sun. Ooh, so this is another greeny colour. I'll put in the video, if I haven't already, of me opening the first one. So the previous one was a more limey green one, and this, well, no, kind of neon green, and this is more limey green. So actually they go together really nicely. That's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I've been starting to think about what I can make with this Advent. So I have 12 20-gram mini skeins, and I do have some nice neutrals from my own hand-dyed yarn that I could potentially put with it to do as a contrast between sections. And I've made some notes. There's also a bundle on my Ravelry. I'm on Ravelry's The Midnight Diary. So if you do use Ravelry and you'd like to have a look at the bundle, then please feel free. So, okay, so my ideas. The first thing I came across that I thought was really fun, editing Gemma is going to hate me for this, so I'm sorry, Gem. Were the Advent Socks 2019 by Natalie Sheldon. It turns out that she releases a pair of Advent socks every year. Sorry, I've just stopped and shut the door because it was driving me mad. So yeah, the Advent socks. Turns out Natalie Sheldon releases socks every year. And I have now had a look at some of the more recent ones, but I'm still quite taken with the first ones I spotted, which were 2019. It's a free pattern. The idea is you work it on the 12 days of Christmas, so December the 25th to the 6th of January. So it could work for a Christmas Day cast on. 2 to 5 grams per colour per section. So it doesn't tell you how many colours and how much weight overall. You have to go into the pattern and look that up, but that's no great hardship. But I'm quite taken with those, but I've never done colour work socks before. I wouldn't be starting those until probably Christmas Day anyway. I think I would quite like to save them for the Twixtmas bit between Christmas and New Year, but I need to then plan where the colours are going to go. Another one is Bohem's Advent Cowl, which is actually by my friend Anna, who is Yarnisty. I just searched Advent in Ravelry, and these were some of the first ones that came up. It's a really beautiful cowl, and I like the way it alternates sort of plain and textured. I've got, from the looks of things, I've got 2 semi-solids so far, so the texture is definitely on the table with this. The Creative Advent Throw by Cozy Up Knits is another free pattern, and this uses 20-gram minis to make a blanket, and it looks like it's centre out squares that you then sew together. I've not done anything like that before. I quite like the cottagey look, a patchwork effect. And I do have other minis that I can add to it to take it from a lap blanket to something a little bit more snuggly. I mean, that said, I'm not entirely sure how big these squares turn up. I haven't properly looked into it. Again, it's another free pattern by the Cozy Up Sisters, Cozy Up Knits. Slay All Day Advent Wrap. I particularly love the look of the different stitch sections. I've never done brioche, so it would be a new skill for me. But I just love the different sections. Now, it uses 24 5K, what? 24 5K 10, 24 mini skeins of 20 grams, and obviously I've got 12. I thought I would use a neutral with it, so I would substitute what it's wanting the other 12 to be for one of my neutrals, perhaps neutral tones, or lead might go quite nicely. I quite fancy a grey or a kind of neutral tones is based on a poem by, can't remember, we'll find out, I'm pretty sure it's Larkin, and it's all about how grey and white winter is even when it's not snowing, and it's quite a wintry neutral to put with an advent set. And I think actually, having seen the 2 greens I've pulled out already, that would go really nicely. It does want 50 grams of fluff, but I'm going to ignore the 50 grams of fluff, and that's by Alison Stufa. I'm so sorry. Goes by Lofty Loops. I'm going to butcher a couple of pronunciations. And then that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 8 that I'm considering. The Fairbanks Advent Shawl by Tony Lipsey, who is TL Yarn Crafts. Love her YouTube channel, and it's crochet. She gives measurements for DK and fingering weight. It uses single, double and spike stitch, and those are obviously US terms. So double, treble and spike stitch. I've not done spike stitch, but it does explain it in the thing. Now the next one, I'm not even going to try and pronounce. I'm going to put the proper Swiss name. Switzerland, is that Swiss? I think so. I'm going to put the proper name on the bottom, and I'm going to give you the translation, which is It's Snowing Advent Wrap. We can live in hope, can't we? We've had that little bit of snow that teased us on the first day of Vlogmas, and then it's buggered off and it's not come back. But it's by Eat This, Knit That, who is Eva Remain, I believe. I love the delicate look of the lace in this, and again, looking at the 2 colours I've pulled out so far, I think there's definitely going to be option to work with that. And then the next one is Fade into Advent by Yarny Designs. That's again designed for 24 20-gram minis, but I could just make it smaller. I could add in a neutral again. I could add other minis from my stash that might go well with it, to make, if I wanted to get the full size wrap. And the final one, which I'm 90% certain I'm not going to go for, but I probably will end up going for it because that's just how this works, is the Sweet Shop Blanket by Penrose Knits. I already own it. I bought it with a view to using some of last year's Advent minis left over from the Habitation Throw to create a snuggle blanket for Robin for his cosy reading tent corner in his bedroom. And I might get FOMO and want my very own Sweet Shop blanket. And I love how bright these colours look, and I would probably put them with undyed. I'd probably buy some undyed yarn to put them with it and have that creamy look. really make these colours pop. Yeah, so those are my options. I would absolutely love to know which ones you think I should do. I've tried to go for things that are a little bit different. I know the Sweet Shop blanket, every man, his dog and his iguana is excited about that at the moment. There's also the pinwheel scrap blanket by Mina Phillip, the knitting expat, who's a dear friend of mine, but I don't think I'm brave enough to try that one. So yeah, with the exception of the Sweet Shop blanket, I don't think any of those are ones that were kind of already on my radar as the go-to advent pattern, so I'm quite excited to try something different. Just in case you didn't see right at the end of last night's, but it was the night before's vlog, I did open my green package from Emma, and it is this absolutely amazing, like I can't even describe how amazing this is, and he's refusing to focus at the moment. Oh, there we go, it's focusing a bit better. By Moss Cottage Yarns, called Jingle Bells, and that is but it's got these beautiful colours, it's got these pops of blue and this dark green and red. You can just see the bright blue in this, like puppy's decided to start coughing beside me. Anyway, you can just see the pops of bright electric blue in there as well. I actually love it even more in daylight if that's possible. These will be my Christmas Eve cast on, I think. Yeah, today so far we've had a quiet day. I got up with Bobbin and we had a nice morning. I treated myself to a bath because I'm aching because of the pretty Christmas lights that I took last night that I haven't actually told you about because I recorded a bit of the vlog that I haven't edited. And anyway, so went for a walk last night. Strange dog. Went for a walk last night with the dog and got distracted by pretty Christmas lights. Took some lovely footage for you and promptly then fell down some stairs. Because in this town, they put stairs in the middle of the paths. It's quite hilly, to be fair. There are quite a few steep inclines, and I guess to help the residents, they have replaced parts of the smooth, slopey down path with steps. I'm night blind anyway, so I can't see in the dark. Added to the fact that I was fixated on this house, which is either overlaying over my voice now, or I'll show you in a second. And then next thing I know, I've gone over on my own feet because I'm trying to walk down a slope that doesn't exist and end up on my bum in a muddy puddle, feeling a bit sore with a very confused dog and majorly wounded ego. Luckily, I don't think anyone was around to see. If there was, they didn't come to my aid, so knickers to them. But yeah, this town does have a habit of sticking steps in random places. I will show you some examples at another time, I'm sure, in one of my Devon Diaries vlogs. So yeah, how did I even get onto that? Oh, that was it. Yeah, so I was feeling a bit bruised and battered, so I had a bath this morning while hubby entertained Robin for a little bit, and then I took him out, went to the library, chose some new books, and he then decided he needed a snack and proceeded to eat all the snacks I had for him and wanted more snack. So I was like, right, brunch. We're having brunch. So I took him to brunch. It was only cost a coffee, and we had a brownie and a pigs in blanket toasty, but he really liked it. And it was just, yeah. So we had a mosey around the shops, and we're getting to something that's relevant. Okay, we're getting something back to the yarn. We're coming back to the yarn. Stay with me. Finally found a little box for Robin. So, as you know, I am on a mission to finish all the half pairs of socks I've got for Robin. I've already finished one, which means I've got 3 full pairs of socks. Oh, I've got the hiccups. 3 full pairs of socks, and I wanted a little box to put these socks in for him to open on Christmas morning. And eventually in TK Maxx, we found boxes. Oh, Card Factory was like under siege. And I think everywhere, all the shops seem to have shrunk their aisles. To TK Maxx, there was a bit that you probably had to shuffle down sideways to get. I don't know how they've done it. They're just trying to cram as much stock in as possible, which meant it was only one body at a time to go down there. My pushchair is not that wide, but there was literally only space for the pushchair. No one could get past. That was ridiculous. But anyway, tried Waterstones, tried Smiths, tried Card Factory, eventually ended up in TK Maxx, and Robin himself spotted this. Isn't it wonderfully kitsch and cute? Yeah, and it's a little book box. It says Joyous Christmas on the side. It's got these kind of 60s, 70s look cards. It looks like a decoupage of old Christmas cards. And you open it up and it's just a little box. It's just a little book box. And I love it. And he really liked it. And I gave him the choice. I said, you may absolutely choose your box. And he said, oh, it's empty box. I think, yep, we're getting an empty box. Because on Christmas Eve, some magic is going to happen. And when you wake up on Christmas Day morning, the magic will have happened and your box won't be empty anymore. So now I've got to stick to it, haven't I? Otherwise I've just ruined Christmas for a 2-year-old. I mean, to be fair, he's not really got the concept yet, but he's starting to. So I was really chuffed with this. And I have brought down my socks to start putting in the box. I'm hoping this will actually relieve some of the pressure off me, because if I can't fit that many pairs in there, then I won't have to make that many pairs, will I? So I'm just going to roll them up and pop them in. And Robin loves a hand knit sock. Bear with me a sec. Okay, it doesn't actually shut. But anyway, ta-da! How cute is that? So there's room for 4 pairs of socks in there for him for Christmas. I'm really, really chuffed with that. I'm so, so happy. Yeah. So I've got room to do 1 more pair. I could probably fit 2 more pairs in. We'll see. I'm going to have to re-roll them so they fit in better, because obviously that doesn't shut. But a box overspilling with socks could be quite exciting. So yeah, let's take you through. So we've got the ones that I've finished that match the ones I did for Jude. I won't talk too much about those because we talked about those quite a lot. Then I've got the Quinn's memory socks. So I did the test knit of this, and I've got a pair of these in the adult size. And then I plugged in my numbers for my sock pattern for Robin and used the pattern from the Quinn's memory socks to make Robin his own Quinn's memory sock, which does not want to focus again. Come on. Yeah, kind of. I stopped the pattern at the top of the foot because I'm not sure how Robin will cope with having texture on his feet when they're in his shoes, and I want him to be able to wear them and love them. And then the final ones I've got are again for a pair that should match Dad's, but I haven't actually made Dad's yet. And this is James C. Brett Carousel, I think. It's a bamboo merino nylon blend. And I got it from the yarn shop in St Mary Church, which has now closed down, but I got it when I was here in February. Went with my mother-in-law. And yeah, so they're really good fun. So I've got those on the go, and I've just finished the first sock for my dad, which I've cast on the second one already, but it makes me want to then do the mini socks for Robin so that he's got festive socks in his box of socks. We shall see. So yeah, not a lot of knitting has happened today. I finished these socks late last night, and I've cast on the second sock for my dad last night. I've done a couple of rounds today, but really nothing to write home about. I didn't have both my needles. I used 40 centimetre thick circular needles, so really it's too small for magic loop. So I've done a few rounds of the cuff, and that's it. And I haven't knit my habitation or done anything else. Robin is currently napping, so I'm going to go and chill out and do some knitting, and I will see you a bit later for the evening section if I decide to do one. Or I shall say ta-ra. Let me know what your suggestions are for my advent pattern, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care. Good evening. It's 8:30. Robin is still not quite down in bed yet. He's very tired and not feeling himself. I was gonna come back on and do a little bit more yarny chat, but to be honest, I'm not feeling it. I'm quite tired, so I'm looking forward to hearing what you think I should do with my advents. I'm going to get this edited and chill. I'm going to chill. Tomorrow, all being well, we'll be going on the Train of Light. So tomorrow's vlog will probably again be up on Saturday. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.